Okay guys, I'm going to tell you a wee fly that might do well for the dollaghan. Sorry, so the fly that I'm going to tie is a variation on a Canadian fly called the Firelight. So I've been tying a few up. That's the wee fly there. So it is. So I'm just going to show you how to put the wee fly together. Hopefully you can tie a few up and then catch you a few fish. The hook in the vise is a size 12 Partridge Patriot double in black nickel. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is Uni Thread 80 in red. Now, I'm just going to come in and get the thread started a few mil behind the eye of the hook and remove the waist tag of thread. The tag and the rib on the fly is going to be an oval gold tinsel in small. So we'll get a length of this off. Now, I like to tie my oval gold tinsel in underneath the shank of the hook. Then bring the oval gold in underneath your shank and then just work your thread down, tying this in. I'm just going to bring my thread down until I'm slightly past the points of the hook, and then I'm just going to come round with 4 turns of the oval gold tinsel, and on the last turn bring it up and in between the 2 hooks, and then just tie it in. Then I'll come in and just remove the excess. Now the tail on the fly is going to be a red golden pheasant tippet feather, so just having a wee look at this. It's no good. Get another one. So this is the collar. This is the full collar. So we'll just get a nice feather off here. Just remove all the rubbish that you don't need from the bottom. Now all I do here is just get the feather, just draw it through my finger and thumb, and then come in and take away the amount of fibre that you like to see in the tail. And that just helps to line the tips up. Now, I just like my tail on this wee fly here to be the length of the body over the back. So we'll just come around with a pinching loop and a couple of turns just to secure everything in. Then I'm going to come in and just take the excess away in a bit of a tapered cut. Now I'm going to put a wee hot butt on the back of the fly, if you like, just here, and that's going to be a Glow Bright floss number 3. I'm just going to take a length of this out of the bobbin holder, just double it over. I'm just going to offer it up to the hook, come around with a turn, and just pull it into the length that I want the hot butt to be, and then just wind your floss round, just much the way you would do with a tinsel or a uni floss, just creating that hot butt or hot tag at the back. A couple of turns to secure. Now I'm going to trim this the length of the body. I've seen tires who trim their materials right down where they've tied off. I tend not to do that. You want to have some of the material so that you can tie it in, so that the fly lasts a bit longer. Because if you're tying it in down here where you've trimmed off the material, the fly eventually will unravel even before it catches fish, just through casting. Especially if you're using a 12, 15 or 16 foot rod and you're spey casting, just to secure the materials in. Anyway, on the way down I'm going to tie in another length of oval gold tinsel for a rib, just much like I did with the tag. Just going to catch it in underneath, bring the oval silver gold tinsel underneath, sorry, and then just work your thread down, tied up against the Glow Bright butt. Now the body, just a uni floss in black. So just take a length of this, trim it away from the spool, offer it up to the hook. Just going to come around with a turn and just pull it into the length of the body, and we'll just tie this in. Just like to work the floss through my fingers. Get a nice turn at the back onto the tag. Just want to have a wee check, happy enough for that. And then just turns of your floss in front of each other. Try not to overlap them, they're just touching turns of the floss. If you overlap them, you'll get lumps and bumps. A couple of turns to secure that in. Come in and trim away the excess. Then we'll bring up our gold tinsel. Nice tight turns of the gold tinsel now. 3 turns is plenty. We'll secure this in. Then we'll come in and trim away the excess. Now the wing, on the original Firelighter, it's a grey squirrel tail dyed black. Now what I'm going to use is fin raccoon. It's this stuff here, lovely mobile fibre. Now a wee drop off here already, so I'm just going to tie this in. Now I don't want the wing to be any longer than the tail, so I'm just going to have the wing just much the same length as the tail over the back. So I'm just going to hold it there with my finger and thumb, come around with a pinch and loop, and then a couple of turns just to secure everything in. Then I'm going to come in and just nice pair of sharp scissors, trim away the excess. Now I'm going to put some flesh into the wing, and this is just black crystal flesh. So I'm just looking at a couple of strands. Just put these up into the wing. Now if you don't like the flesh, don't put the flesh in. Don't have to put flesh in your flies. No, some boys and ladies don't like flesh. They'll just moisten that and leave that in my desk for my next fly. Just trim that to the length that I like. The hackle at the front is just going to be an orange sunburst cock hackle. Wee feather off here and all, so just going to stroke the fibres back to reveal the tip. Staff it up to the fly. A couple of turns to catch in the tip. Fold the tip back and bring your thread turns back up over the tip and the hackle, and you can come in, locate the tip, you can break it away. Now just to help me get the fibres to go back, just run my scissors up the stem of the hackle, and then you're just looking one turn in front of the other. Now this wee fly's got a colour combination that you can't go far wrong with in relation to the orange and black. So we'll just get a couple of turns in. Just lift that wee fibre up. Just don't want it getting caught. Just a wee fibre there. Sorry, got it. Put one more turn in. I'll do is there. Now I'm just going to follow it around with my thread. Nice tight turns now right into the stem. And then we'll come in and trim away the excess. Just get a bit of thread down here just for the JC, for the jungle cock going on. Because the wee pattern does require jungle cock. Now, that's not to say that wee fly will catch fish the way it is. There's nothing wrong with it. So, but what I want to do is, I'll put on 2 small eyes, the jungle cock cape there. And we'll just get 2 eyes that suit the wee fly. Now, whether jungle cock catches fish or not, it catches the angler. But it's up to you. That's the 2 wee eyes there. So, just going to stroke back some of the fibres just to get a tan in point. I'm just going to offer it up to the hook. Just come in and just hold them onto the hook. Just taking loose turns here now. And turn slip, so I'm just coming back up just taking a couple of turns just so we get it positioned to the way I like. Just checking the length. I'm happy enough with the length. So I'm just going to tighten up, coming back down towards the eye. Then I'm going to fold the stems back, bring my thread to the eye, and then build up my head from the front. Best to always build your head up from the front rather than coming down. Now you could brighten this head up with the Glow Bright Floss number 3. It's up to you. The red thread should be bright enough. Once I'm happy with the head, which I am, just going to keep the thread tight. Come in and locate the stems of the jungle cat. You can break those away. Not looking too bad. Just get your whip finishing tool and come in and throw in a whip finish. Keep the thread nice and tight. Come in, trim away your thread. Now, there we go, folks. That's the wee fly finished. Now, just to finish off, what I like to do is just we drop a super glue. Now, just got a wee hair there. Take that away. We drop a super glue just on the loaf here, and this will just seal up the thread turns and make the fly last a wee bit longer. Now you gotta varnish, in my opinion, over the super glue, because you will end up with a moisture bloom, especially when you put the fly back in your box and then you're not back out again until the river's had another wee lift. So there you go, guys. So that's just a variation on a wee fly called Canadian fly, called the Firelighter. Much the same colour combinations, just changing the tail at the back. But look, give the fly a wee go, especially if you fish for the dollaghan. Dare say, good fly for a top dropper for the salmon, and hopefully it can catch you a few fish. Thanks for taking the time to tune in to watch the video, and tight lines.